Welcome to Kids A-Cookin', where kids come first and cooking is fun. I'm Karen, and today we have a special guest, Omar, here in the kitchen to help us. We are really happy to have you here because you've been working behind the scenes with Kids A-Cookin', haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell us what you do for Kids A-Cookin'.
Well, I translate the sound of the kids that work here with you.
You make them speak Spanish on the Spanish version, right?
So does my brother.
Your brother helps too? Well, I think it's really interesting. I'm just fascinated that you have only spoken English for 2 years. I think that's really impressive. You were born where, Omar?
Mexico.
And you just moved here when you were how old?
7.
And you're how old now?
9.
9, and you speak English this well. I am very impressed. I don't think I could speak Spanish that well if I moved to Mexico for 2 years. I don't think I'd do it that quick. Well, are you ready to do some cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you like to cook?
Yeah.
Do you do some cooking at home?
Yeah, with my mom.
I bet your mom is a great cook.
Thanks.
Well, today we're going to make a recipe called Food Group Funny Faces, and they're made with ingredients from every part of the food pyramid. The Food Guide Pyramid shows how to make food choices for a healthy diet, and adults and kids from age 2 years can follow this plan and have lots of variety in what they eat. 5 different food groups are in the Food Guide Pyramid, and each is represented in this snack we're making today. You ready to make a funny face, Omar?
Yeah.
Okay. Which cracker would you like to use to make your Food Group Funny Face today?
This one.
Going to make a square one?
Yeah.
We're using a graham cracker. You can use any kind of cracker you want to create these. And then the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, but you can gauge that depending on the size of your cracker, how much you want to use. So you can go ahead and start with the peanut butter and spread that on here. The cracker belongs in the grain group at the base of the pyramid. Complex carbohydrates in this group are packed with lots of energy. And the peanut butter gives us protein from the meat group. Get that spread all over there. Okay, next we're going to add some hair. What would be a good ingredient for hair?
Cheese.
Cheese. We're going to use shredded cheddar cheese. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon. Again, that's just an approximation. So go ahead and start creating your hair on your cracker. Cheese has lots of calcium and it fits in the milk group. But you already knew that, didn't you, Omar?
Yeah.
I know. This cracker has blonde hair, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to place raisins on the cracker for the mouth. However many it takes to make the kind of mouth you want to have on your Food Group Funny Face. You're going to make him smile?
Yeah.
You want a happy cracker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to use peas for the eyes and a half a grape for the nose. So you can go ahead and choose those, place them on there. The peas are in the vegetable group and raisins and grapes are in the fruit group. And both of these food groups provide vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Well, that fit on there really good, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of cute. Does that look like your brother?
Yeah.
Okay, look how that turned out. So you can make any variety you want. You can use different ingredients if you want for your Food Group Funny Faces, but this is a good way to get all the food groups in there so it's a healthy snack. You ready to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do that. A small retractable tape measure is a really handy tool to have in the kitchen. Why? Because recipes often tell you the distance between cookies on a cookie sheet or the size to roll out dough for making bread. So a tape measure like this can take a lot of the guesswork out of choosing the correct size baking dish or pan. A retractable tape measure works better than a ruler because the tape measure can measure small distances as well as anything longer than 12 inches, such as a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. Can you measure these for me, Omar, and tell me which one would be a 9 by 13 inch baking dish? You want to measure the inside of the dish, remember, not the handles. That's about how wide? How big is that?
About 10.
About 10 inches? So we're looking for a 9 by 13. What do you think it might be? Should we try this one again?
Yeah.
Now measure here on the inside of the dish. How big is that?
13.
Let's measure this way and see if it's 9. Then we'll know we have the right one.
Yeah, that's 9.
Is that 9?
Yeah.
Good job. To make sure your tape measure stays clean and handy when you need to measure, don't let anybody use it for anything else. Inches, ounces, or cups, careful measuring helps kids to be successful in the kitchen. Omar, what do you think of our Food Group Funny Faces? How'd they turn out?
They were fun to make.
You want to see if they're good to eat?
Yeah.
Let's try them. You know, it takes a variety of food to have a balanced diet. But remember, this snack is designed for children over age 2 to prevent choking. How do they taste?
Good.
Do they? Would this be a fun snack to make at home?
Yeah.
You can teach your whole family how to make them, huh?
Yeah.
You're a pro now. For more information about this recipe and helpful hints to make cooking easier, visit our website. And we'll see you next time on Kids A Cookin'.